Hi everyone, and welcome to this Paris Impact Hub video, the story behind sustainability reporting. As you can see on the screen, we'll focus on two key objectives. First, understanding how the concept of sustainability developed over time, and second, learning why businesses shifted from a narrow focus on profit to a broader understanding of their impact on people and the planet. Let's start with the basics. What is sustainability? The most widely used definition comes from 1987 from the UN's Brundtland Commission, meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. On this slide, you can see how business views of sustainability have changed over time. We'll walk through each of these shifts, from the shareholder view to the stakeholder view, and finally to the systems view we use today. Before the 1960s, business thinking followed the shareholder view. The goal was simple: maximize value for investors. If financial performance was strong, the company was considered successful, even if it harmed workers, communities, or the environment. Environmental and social negative impact was someone else's problem. By the 1970s and 80s, society began asking new questions. Unsafe factories sparked community protests. Governments introduced environmental laws. Consumers started caring about how products were made. Business leaders realized something important. To operate successfully, companies need to meet society's expectations because losing access to natural resources, people, or capital can threaten the entire business model. This shift gave rise to the stakeholder view, the idea that companies must create value not only for shareholders, but for employees, suppliers, customers, and wider society. By the 1980s, the stakeholder perspective gained traction. We saw the rise of corporate social responsibility, CSR, and later, triple bottom line reporting, early versions of sustainability reporting. But here's the problem. For most companies, CSR lived outside the core business strategy. It didn't change fundamental decision-making. It was progress, but not enough. Meanwhile, global challenges intensified. 7 out of 9 planetary boundaries have now been crossed, meaning climate systems, biodiversity, and water cycles are under severe pressure. We're living in ecological overshoot. At the same time, inequality is rising. In many countries, the top 10% now earn more than half of all national income. These issues are intertwined. Environmental stress and social inequality reinforce each other. That's why a new way of thinking emerged. By the 2010s, the systems view became essential. Businesses aren't just surrounded by society and the environment, they're embedded within them. The economy depends on society. Society depends on a healthy planet. So the long-term success of any company is inseparable from stable climate, healthy ecosystems, and social well-being. Kate Raworth's Donut Economics illustrates this beautifully. It shows two boundaries: the social foundation, minimum conditions for human well-being; the ecological ceiling, the environmental limits we must not cross. Between them lies the safe and just space for humanity. This is where truly sustainable business operates. So what does all this mean in practice? Business sustainability means creating value, improving lives, and protecting the natural systems we depend on. That includes avoiding the depletion of natural resources and minimizing waste and emissions, whether that's overfishing, plastic pollution, or greenhouse gas emissions. The goal isn't just to stay profitable, but to help build thriving societies and healthy ecosystems. So, to wrap up, in this video we talked about two main ideas. First, sustainability for business means creating value while protecting social and environmental systems. And second, how business views of sustainability have evolved, moving from a shareholder focus to a stakeholder perspective, and finally to a systems view, where businesses see themselves as part of a much larger, interconnected world. In the next video, we'll explore how frameworks like the ISSB, GRI, and TCFD turn these ideas into decision-useful disclosures.